Hey guys, so today I am gonna do an all about hair video, and I've been dying to do this video because I have a lot to ramble on, and this video is probably gonna be really long. So we're gonna cut to the chase. Alright, so first we're gonna start off from the top to the bottom. So we are gonna start off with shampoos and conditioner. Um, my favorite shampoo I love to use is Pantene. I've been using Pantene for for a long time actually. Um, And I like using both Pantene shampoo and conditioner because both of the combinations are good. And yeah, Pantene just like works with my type of hair. It works for a lot of other people's hair, but that's like the only shampoo that like takes out grease or like anything. It just works amazingly on my hair. And my next one is baby shampoo. I know it's baby shampoo for babies, but if I have lots of products in my hair, then I use the baby shampoo. Um, or if I want my hair to smell like babies, I just use that. But it's really gentle on my hair, which I really like, and yeah, so I use that if I have lots of products because it won't interfere with like any other shampoo, because sometimes other shampoos doesn't like take out all the product. And But the baby one actually does, and I'm surprised because sometimes I put like hairspray to hold my hair because now it is short. So if I try to curl it, sometimes it just won't work. So I have to use like lots of like styling stuff for curly hair, and when I take a shower and I use baby shampoo, it just takes it all out. That's just my story, but it actually works. Alright, so we're gonna do combing, like what brushes to use. Um, Wide tooth combs is the main important one. So to show you, this is a type of wide tooth comb. Alright? And it's like this. And it's really good for your hair because it's not thin like a rat tail comb, which is this one, right? And it's just not good. Alright? This one is okay if you want to like separate your hair from like this side or brush like really thin hair or something. But if you have thick hair like me, and if you have long hair, I suggest you to use this because it won't damage your hair, and it just, yeah, it just won't damage your hair, and it's really good. And if you have like, curls, you can just kind of like push it up with this comb. For an example, like this. And that's just to like fluff out your curls, make it really big, which I really like because I do have short hair again, and yeah. Alright, and the next brush is bamboo bristle brush. For example, like this. These bamboo bristle brushes are the best for your hair, as well with the wide tooth comb. As you can see, it is like the bristles are very soft, and they are bamboo. Um, but these are really gentle to your hair. It won't damage your hair because a lot of combs do. There is other paddle brushes, but with like regular bristles, and that will just damage your hair if you use it like all the time. So me, I usually use wide tooth comb, and most of the time I use this one. But if you take a closer look, the bristles are like that. They're wooden, bamboo, um, and like the tips of them are rounded, which that's why it won't damage your hair because it's not pointy bristles or it's not one of those rubber bristle caps that just like go on top of the bristle and they just fall out. But these are just like one whole stick, and yeah, that's why these are really good. Alright, now we're gonna go on with drying. So me, I towel dry then air dry. Um, and that's what I basically do all the time. Most of the time in the summer, I just air dry my hair because I can just go like straight outside and my hair will just dry. But if I don't do that and I have to blow dry, which I hate blow drying because it just like bristles your hair and um dries out your hair and it's just really terrible. But sometimes I have to do that twice. Again, like in the cold falls or winter. But I always use a heat protectant, and that's what I'm gonna show you guys. Um, and yeah, I'll show you guys all my products now. But I always use a blow dry protectant, and also it's called a heat protectant or whatever. But for any heat, actually, you should always use a heat protectant because you want to protect your hair. You don't want to make it look very dry, because that's not really attractive. If you have like nice, sleek, shiny hair, that's something you want to go for. Alright, so the products I use, and these are the questions I ask myself, or what I know about myself, what I use. And the products I'm about to tell you guys, I have them all here. That's why I'm more on this side. Um, and these products is what I use like all the time. So, what I use is the macadamia oil, and it's just pure macadamia oil. So, and you might have seen it in my March favorites, and this is actually my second bottle of this. So I use the macadamia oil when my hair is damp or dry. You can use it like for anything, like dry hair like this, like it's not wet, and or damp hair because you can use for both actually. And it's by Hask, and it's a new thing. And as you can see, it says macadamia oil, and it's a revitalizing shine hair treatment with reparative antioxidants. And it's just an 18 milliliter bottle, but you really don't need a lot. And I'm not going to ramble too much about this because um, I've been explaining this many times on my other videos. But just to tell you what it's gonna do to your hair, it could be used on both wet and dry hair to create silky, smooth finish. Apply coin-size amount evenly through your hair, avoiding root area and style as desired. So if you put this in your hair and you put heat right away, which you shouldn't do that, just point. But if you do, it will not burn off your hair unless you use like a lot. But this oil is not like regular like gasoline oil or whatever. So it is pretty thick, as you can see. Um, but it will not burn off your hair. Just again, heat protectants. I have so many heat protectants. Well, 3 right now, but yeah. You always want to heat protect your hair with the spray when you're straightening, curling, or any heat you're doing to your hair, because you always want to keep your hair really nice, and you should always use a heat protectant in the first place. If you don't, you definitely should, because yeah, I've been explaining it so many times, so I'm just gonna go on the products. And this one is the Pantene by Pro V. It's a heat protector for fine hair. I do not have fine hair. I have very thick hair, but this always works for any type of hair. It doesn't have to be thin hair, fine hair, whatever. It works for all. And it just gives a nice shine at the end. Like my hair has been like really shiny, and I'm like, wow. So yeah. So this is what I use all the time. If I don't want to use this, then which is like hardly ever, but I use Got2b, because Got2b is my favorite hair stuff brand. And just a little reading of it. I have both. I have this one here, which is the yellow one, if you can see, and I have a black one. And they're both from Got2b. Both of them are the same. But this one is for straightening, and it goes up to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 220 degrees Celsius. So as this one, it's the same. Except this one's blow dry. And this one gives a gloss finish. And this one is a blow dry lotion with the gloss finish as well. So either one, it works the same because blow dry and flat irons are both heat on your hair. So alright, so next we're gonna go on with volumizing. Since my hair has been short or hasn't been long, I've always wanted, or I always have, volume in my hair. It's not like the really big volume, but it's, if you pay attention closely, then you'll know I have volume in my hair. But if you don't, then, well, it's there. But my volumizing stuff is, again by, I think this is Gatsby. And, this one is, I can't really say it because it's very strange, but, you know, it's the same company that does Got2b. And this is the 10 seconds to volume, and it's a new powder thing. Well, it's not new anymore, but, it is a new product from them. And it's just like a little bottle like this. Getting out of the package. It's like this. And honestly, you really don't need a lot. This is what I use to give myself volume if I curl my hair or shave my hair. But it is an instant volume, like, and it has like texture. Like when you put it in your hair, like on your palms, and you rub it together, you literally feel like the texture. It feels really nasty, but when you put it in your hair, it feels grosser. But honestly, when you use this, it works like really good. Alright, and I have another volumizing product, and it is the John Frieda Luxurious Volume. And this is a blow dry lotion, root booster. So you spray this weightless spray, as it says. You spray this in your roots, not directly, obviously, just like far, like this, and spray it on your roots. And then you blow dry your roots, your hair, whatever, and you will have volume in your hair. I've used this many times, and it works just amazing. So, and it says for fine hair at the bottom, but honestly, it works for any type of hair. Because my hair is not fine, it is very thick. Alright, now I'm just going to tell you a teasing story for volume. If you have the proper brush for teasing, that is fine. But if you don't, in my case, I use this, right? This rat tail comb. I've always teased my hair with this thing, and I'm telling you, it knocked your hair like crazy. So, sometimes I tease with that, but then I smooth it out a bit with this brush, which probably doesn't make sense for you guys because you're like probably thinking, why are you teasing your hair? Then you're brushing the tease out. Well, I'm just getting comfy here. Okay, so you tease, and then you really think that's not getting you anywhere. But I tease a bit, then I use the voluming powder. So yeah, those are basically the products. But I have more products here. So as long as with this macadamia oil thing, I also use this BioSilk, and it's a professional hairdresser thing. That's where I got it. You can also get this at like your department store, like Costco or something. I've seen them there. They don't have them all the time, but this works very good for silkening your hair. As you can see, it's a silk therapy by BioSilk. And you just put like a coin size amount and rub it throughout your hair, and it's just really smooth. Then I use, if your hair is very cracky, very split and very dry, I totally recommend this to you guys. It is the Infusum 23 with I-23 complex, and it's a leave-in treatment for hydrate, dry, flyaway hair. So as you can see, I have lots of flyaways here and everywhere. So when I apply this on, it just like puts it down like hairspray, but except this is much better than hairspray because hairspray can like really dry out your hair, give you like split ends and everything. And just in other words, it is a moisture replenisher. So yeah. Alright, we're gonna go on with coloring my hair. And this is the topic I really wanted to get on. Alright, coloring your hair. If you've done it before, then it shouldn't be a surprise that your hair will fall out. But me, I actually colored my hair for the first time. Not really first time, but this is like the actual one where I actually bought it from a box because when my hair was brown, or in other words, light brown, it was a home remedy for lightening your hair, which I am never gonna do, and I'll explain that after. But if you want to know what color I colored my hair, because you can kind of see it, it is red. And I used the Clairol Natural Instincts creme. And I used the color Cherry Cream 30R. I'm like losing my voice. Is there water? Alright, in other words, it is a dark auburn color. So that's what the color I use. If you want to kind of see better, you can kind of see the red. I'm trying to get like a good, right here. As you can see that right there is the color right there. So it, in other words, where I like to explain it, is more like a red velvet cake batter. So, yeah. You can kind of see it more now, and I really like this color, just saying. Alright, so now I'm going to talk about light brown hair, like I was talking about before. I bleached it, and that was a bleaching DIY, alright? And I am never going to do that to my hair again. It was so terrible. I'd rather just buy a bleaching box, a bleaching kit, alright? So, if you want to know what I did, I mixed hydrogen peroxide and baking soda together, and that just is the same thing as bleach, except worse in a bit. But that's what I did. That's why my hair is like kind of like a red ombre, like it's dark here, like a dark red here, and then it's like wow. So, I really like my hair ombre, but red ombre is better, I guess. But I'm never gonna do that again. If you guys ever did that, I'm pretty sure you guys got the same idea of what I'm thinking, that you're probably not gonna do it again because it just dries out your hair so much, and it's just terrible. So that's what I did, and I'm not doing it. Fallout for coloring. Read the box, okay? You want to know what's inside your hair products, right? You want to read the instructions or the ingredients, because if you don't and you're just like, oh, I heard about this and I read so much views that it's really good. Just read the ingredients just to make sure it's your comfort, because you and some other person have different ideas of how it works with yourself. But you just want to make sure you read the box. And just an idea for coloring, make sure it's ammonia free. So, because ammonia kills your hair like crazy. So that's what you want to do. You want to make sure you have ammonia free. Fading, alright? Some coloring I was gonna say boxes. Hair color boxes are foam dyes, and foam dyes can lead to fading, alright? That's probably not what you want to hear when you buy, or what you want to buy, but then you read reviews and you're like, okay, it fades, I don't want that. But sometimes, foam dyes are better than regular liquid dyes. Because foam dyes are much gentle to your hair, but the thing is, if you want that color to stay, you shouldn't go with foam dyes. Like, I know John Frieda has the foam dyes, but I wouldn't go there. Alright, I'm almost done this video. Alright, so, my haircut now. We're on to the haircut. You can see, I have a little bit of layers. It's short in the back here. It's like that long. And then it goes like long on the top. But I have long side bangs, and that's what I wanted. I don't want like bangs and like short hair. I just wanted something that just like flows all together. Really summery, really nice for the summer. And if you want to know how much times I get haircuts, I hardly ever go. I don't get haircuts unless I really need to. But other than that, I'd rather get my hair done at a salon instead of doing it myself. I've cut my bangs with like a razor. It's called a razor cut, and which looks really nice. I'm not gonna lie, if you know how to do it really well. But if you don't, then just go to a salon. But then, yeah, I don't do too much to my hair for cutting. Alright, now to talk about fallout, how you get that and how you can prevent that. So, you lose about 100 pieces of hair each day, and you can also get fallout if you not care for your hair. Like if you just like put whatever in your hair and you don't watch out what you're doing, and you're just like, okay, this is gonna make my hair look nice. Then the next day or a few hours later, you just realize your hair is falling out every time you brush it. So you want to make sure you care for your hair. Strong products like hairspray and like stuff like strong products that your hair can't take, and you may not know that can also lead to fallout. And so that's why you really need to pay attention to the products you use, because every person's hair is different, different texture, different looks, different color, whatever. But you should always know what your products are. Hard brushing. If you brush with like the wrong brush, and that is just terrible for your hair, like regular brushes or small brushes, that is just not good. Because if you hard brush and you're pulling out hair, yeah, that's not good. And yeah, hairspray is a strong product, so if you use a lot of hairspray and you just don't wash that out, and then you use like heat on it, and then you brush it and whatever, your hair will fall out like crazy. Alright, now we're on our second last category, which is my everyday hair. Alright, I straighten my hair and do something with my bangs every single day, or after I got my hair cut. But when I had my long hair, I always straightened it. Most of the time I curled it. But when I realized I cut my hair, I just use straightening too much. But the point is, you should use a heat protectant. And again, I use this heat protectant because it's my favorite. And And sometimes I curl it, but it's so short that I'm not used to it because I used to have long hair and used to curl it like it's nothing. But now when I get like to the back pieces here, you can see how short it is. Once I get back there, I can't even like wrap the thing around the barrel, like. But I use heat protectant for both, and for parting, I part my hair on the side, right here. I usually go like I part my hair to the left side, so I usually go like right in the middle where my eyebrow is, and then I just do that, and then put it on the side. Um, yeah, so I just, as you can see, it's down there, and I part it on this side. So left side, it depends. Sometimes I just throw my hair around on like the right side, or the left side, or whatever. Um, Sometimes down the middle, but I really don't like my hair down the middle. It's just me. Alright, so I'm done talking about my hair, but now I'm going to just tell you about some home remedies. And also for curling, the product that I use is, well, the wrapper's out, but it is the Got2b Silkener, and that's what I use to like spray on my hair when my hair is like curly because it just tames the curls. Alright, so home remedy. I do the coconut oil, and you want to make sure it's virgin coconut oil. And alright, and then so I use the Grace virgin coconut oil, this one, and it's 500 milliliters. It's in a jar, and it smells amazing, just saying. But it treats dry, frizzy hair and makes it shiny and smooth after you wash it. You want to leave it in for a couple of hours. If you want, you can leave it overnight like I do. And you can really tell the difference when you wash it out. Like, it feels really nice. So that's what I like to use. And you want to make sure it's organic coconut oil just to be more on the safer side. You would want to be safe than sorry, you know. So that's the one that I use, and it smells so nice. And now the other one is the extra virgin olive oil. You want to use that if you want to use it just by itself. I've done that and it works great. But if I have to choose between the coconut and olive oil, I'd rather choose coconut. So, but again, everyone's different. And the olive oil is for dry, brittle hair. So if you have like really split ends, really dry ends, then use that. Then you can do the olive oil and egg mixture. And that one, the egg is for healthy hair growth and protein, right? You have lots of protein in your hair if you use an egg. So you can mix those two together. And for the amount of eggs, if you have long, thick hair, then you use 2. And if you have short hair like mine or shorter, just use 1, right? It depends how long or short your hair is. So, yeah. I'm finally done talking. My throat is like really cracking. But, I at least have one thing off my list, as you can see when I show you, of how much videos I have in mind. So as you can see, I have a lot of those to do. So there you go, you got a sneak peek of what videos I'm gonna upload. Alright, so that's my video, really long video, and yeah, let's talk about my hair. So thanks for watching, bye!